watching WWAY News Channel 3 at 5 with Daniel, Mackenzie, John with sports, and Jerry, voted the best meteorologist in North Carolina by the Associated Press with your Storm Track 3 forecast.
Well, a significant winter storm definitely unfolding across the area. Already we've had some reports of traffic problems. We're going to go out live in the field to Alyssa, who is joining us with details on an accident that just happened recently in New Hanover County.
Now, I'm here at the foot of the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge where an accident has shut down both eastbound lanes. Meanwhile, parents are scrambling once again to get their children out of school before the roads get worse. Now, coming up, more from parents and see what students have to say about this day off. Live in Wilmington, Alyssa Rosenberg, WWAY News Channel 3.
Yes, we've certainly done this far too often already in southeastern North Carolina. Look at the pictures coming in today out of Duplin County, where they've already picked up over 4 inches of snow in very short order. National Weather Service estimating some of the snowfall rates earlier today were as high as an inch an hour across some of our northern tier counties. That is very heavy snowfall for this part of the country, that is for sure. And it looks like more may be on the way later this evening. So far, some of the unofficial totals, again, these will later be verified and confirmed by different official sources, if you will. But Wallace picking up about 4 inches of precipitation as of 4 o'clock. Tar Heel over in Bladen County with 3. Harrells, that's one of our older observations. That one actually came in about 1 or 2, so they may very well be a good bit higher even than that. Richlands in Onslow County checking in with 5 inches of precipitation. And Lumberton over in Robeson County checking in with 5 inches of precipitation too. Again, a lot of it falling in the form of a fast falling, very heavy and rather wet snow out there at times. And you can see very clearly that we still have a lot of areas dealing with winter precipitation even now, especially across parts of northern Onslow County over into Duplin County and Sampson County. And then you begin to transition into more of a winter mix as you head farther to the south and east. The air has been slightly warmer, but we've had a few sleet pellets and also some glazing of ice taking place on some of the elevated surfaces. And later tonight, any wet spots out there could certainly cause some freezing and roadway problems even in our southern counties for Brunswick and also New Hanover County too. Ironically, up north, usually you would think, well, gee, Raleigh probably has much more than we do. Not the way this storm has been setting up. They're seeing very little in terms of accumulating snow, at least for the time being, but that's going to begin to change when phase 2 heads our way. This is just the first phase of this winter storm. You look at this and you say, well, gee, there's the back edge, so later tonight we should begin to clear things out, right? Not so. As we head into the day tomorrow, we watch yet another disturbance. It'll be riding up along this same frontal boundary. Here it is, big area of low pressure with an even larger shield of precipitation that'll be moving into the state of North Carolina tomorrow. So even though we may see a lull in the activity later tonight, Pinpoint Futurecast is showing by wake-up time that winter mix starting to blossom again locally, and all of that lifts up to the north and east. Now watch what happens though closer to the coast as far as the temperatures are concerned. We get a little nose of warm air starting to work into some of our southern counties during the afternoon. Now our northern counties will likely see a lot of frozen precipitation for the majority of the day, but we could see a little more in the way of rainfall mixing in as you travel farther south and east, so that will cut into some of the frozen accumulations at least a little bit. But look out west, a lot of sleet, snow, ice, and even some frozen precipitation north and west of the Charlotte area too. And you see how we head into Thursday, that warm air continues to nose its way farther inland. Now don't think we're going to jump into the 70s Thursday. It's not. Well, we're not going to do that, but at least we'll warm into the 40s for daytime highs. So that should be enough in this part of the state to end this event as a primarily liquid event as we head into Thursday, with the chance of frozen precipitation continuing to shift farther up the road to the north and to the west. And hopefully by the time we hit the start of the weekend, everything should begin to wind on down, although some models trying to hold on to a last little sliver of moisture even as late as Thursday and Thursday evening. We'll see how that pans out. Currently we drop back to 31 degrees in the Port City. Our dew point is at 27, relative humidity at 85%, temperature readings nice and cold, Keynasville 27, and then you warm up at least a little bit as you travel farther south. Low 30s in Wilmington, Southport, mid 30s in Myrtle Beach. Just about everyone at or very close to the freezing mark. It does get a little bit warmer in southern Virginia. So let's put all this together into a forecast now. For the rest of the evening, at least during the early evening hours, some heavy winter mix, and then we'll probably see most of it shut down as we head into midnight. You'll think, well, gee, everything is over, and then comes the second part of the storm system as we head into the day tomorrow. We could easily break out into additional winter mix even in southern counties, and most certainly in our northern counties, Duplin, Robeson, Wilson, Sampson, the same areas that got hit hard today. But by the afternoon, we'll begin to see a little bit of a slightly warmer air mass try to filter into our southern area, so we could see a little more rain there. The frozen precipitation holds tough farther north. And then by Thursday, any remaining winter mix comes to an end as mainly rain for all of our counties in southeastern North Carolina as temperatures recover into the 40s. Here's the latest storm total map. And again, keep in mind, this doesn't mean an additional 5 to 7 inches. This takes into account what has already fallen in addition to what could fall later tonight and tomorrow. So by the time the storm is over and done with on Thursday, obviously your higher snow totals will be farther north and west. Robinson, northern Bladen, Sampson, Duplin County, anywhere from 5 to 7 inches with a few isolated pockets of 6 to 8 inches. And then those totals fall off a bit as you travel farther south and east with mainly just rain and freezing rain for our southern counties with a little bit of sleet snow mix in. But do keep in mind that even if we don't see major snowfall totals this far south, we will still have icing problems around here, especially if we break out into an extended period of freezing rain. So that's going to be enough to cause some power outages. So even in the areas that see less in the way of snow, ice, and travel problems and power outages will indeed still be an issue. As we take a look at your Storm Track 3 7-day extended forecast, we'll have a 90% chance of a winter mix tomorrow, and the only reason it's 90% is because I couldn't fit in 100 there on the graphic. It's going to be wet tomorrow. On Thursday, a 50-50 chance with everything winding up mainly as rain, and then by the weekend, hopefully more sunshine and more warmth to go along with it. But it has been a mess out there today, and it will get no better over the next 12 hours at least.
Oh, wow. Well, let's hope that not every road is like a skating rink like the last time.
Yeah, and one thing that helped us initially today, we started out with road surface temperatures that were fairly warm, relatively speaking. So that slowed down the road issues for a while. But as we drop below freezing tonight, fair game.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Storm Track 3 weather coverage, it continues after the break.